I bet you've never seen a killer like this before. This is a very unusual case. The killer specifically targets prostitutes and drug addicts and has a special affinity for corpses. Once satisfied, he turned the victim's body into a mannequin in various positions and placed it in public places to lure the police. Every time night falls, somewhere, a group of sexy students appear on the riverbank. The killer disguised himself by approaching people and chatting with them to find targets. He chose a young and beautiful woman and took her to a remote place. But he was in no hurry to do anything. Instead, he had a candlelight dinner with her first. The poor woman was shaking with fear. Her hands and feet were tied. So, he could only obey the psychopath. After eating, the psychopath left the table. The woman immediately used candlelight to burn the rope, trying to take the opportunity to escape. Unexpectedly, he was knocked down by the man who locked his neck with a rope and strangled him to death. When the girl turns into a corpse, the killer goes about his business. A week later, a girl appeared on the bridge. She wore a beautiful dress and very beautiful jewelry. The tourists wanted to ask for his help to take photos. But they were shocked because it turned out the woman was a corpse. After identification, it was discovered that the preservative used by the killer was a very rare ingredient and was a formula that had never existed before. Moreover, the killer handled the case very carefully and did not leave any clues on the body. Before the police could determine the cause, a second dead person appeared on the riverbank. He is a student majoring in art. Her body had been smeared with the formula, but her left leg had not been smeared properly and had turned black. After a forensic examination, it was discovered that she had also been strangled to death. The killer seemed very skilled at this. Doctors strongly believed that the killer was most likely a funeral worker. However, different views have been expressed on this matter. The second victim's legs had turned black. Even an intern working in a morgue for a week would be unlikely to make such a serious mistake. Therefore, the killer was not a funeral industry worker. He was clearly someone who was learning. Before the discussion reached a conclusion, the police received shocking new news that a third dead person had turned up on the beach. What do you guys think? Is this killer smart or just plain savage?